गुर परमेश्वर एको जान जो तिस भावै सो परवान। गुर परमेश्वर एको जान जो तिस भावै सो परवान। गुर परमेश्वर एको जान जो तिस भावै सो परवान। गुर परमेश्वर एको जान जो तिस भावै सो परवान। गुरु गुरु गुर कर मन मोर, गुरु बिना मैं नाही होर। गुरु गुरु गुर कर मन मोर, गुरु बिना मैं नाही होर। वाहिगुरु 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 वाहिगुरु। ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀਓ, ਪਹਿਲਾਂ we're going to ask Guru Matshah when we talk about him, talk about his praises, talk about his greatness, we can't do him justice, है ना। Maharaj says har beyant ho mit kar varno, kya jana hoye kya sore। What do I know about the greatness of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, what can this Kida speak about Guru Maharaj? But फिर भी सानू महाराज ने किया है कि must talk about him. और दी उपमा करो. So Maharaj says कि करो बेनती सतगुर अपने, मैं मूर्ख देह उपदेश सोरे. So आओ कलगीधर पातशाह दी फतेह गजीए. Let's say together, वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. I said to you earlier, I'll tell you a story, a Southall story, है ना? Why Southall Story? Because we're talking about the role of women, and also we're talking about Sikhi. They loki pushte aajkal, hai na? There's a big question among people's minds, but is it all true? We talked to you about Naam, talked to you about the Pyas, talked to you about the idea of coming to Guru Maharaj, but still, hai na? It's still because of Kaljug, because of the way we've been raised up in this Western world, because the rest of the world doesn't really understand the idea of Naam, of connecting to Waheguru. I'm going to give you a real 2014 Southall story. Yeah? A purani kahavat nahi. We're going to go into history. Maharaj Kirpa kare. We talk about their history. But I'll start off with this story. There's this Benji in Southall. Really nice girl. Yeah. She got into Sikhi a couple of years ago. More and more watching Katha, coming to programs, doing more part, starting to do a nickname, and she's such a humble person. अपने आप ने कुछ नहीं समझती. Yeah, really, she's such a humble person. The मैंने बड़ा, you know, I get a lot of honsla, a lot of faith from looking at how she views Guru Maharaj, and her eyes, you know, they always well up. ये भी कहानी दसो महाराज जी. You know, if you're going to look at the sangat when you're doing Katha, you know she's going to be the first one to just well up and fall into tears. So, you could see she wanted Amrit, hai na? I could see, Pyasi. But pata kiya, you know how it is, and almost the best thing, hai na? She didn't think she was worthy of it. Unhone si ki main us layak hegi to get the same Amrit that Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj gave to his 4 children. The same Amrit that Bhai Daya Singh Ji, Bhai Taram Singh Ji, Bhai Himmat Singh Ji, Bhai Mukham Singh Ji, Bhai Sahib Singh Ji, that same Amrit, the same Panjbaniya, Ohi Amrit is available for her, and she feels that she is not worthy of that honour. And she's waiting one day she might be worthy of that honour. The I say to her, what are you waiting for? And she say to me, Nahi Paji, not yet. You know, I'm not, maybe, hopefully one day. I say to her, do ardas, ask for hukamnama. She goes, no Paji, I'm not ready for hukamnama yet. I have to wait. Main bahut maadi haan. I have to wait. In the end, not in the end, but what happens is one day she phones me up, and she goes, Paji, something weird happened, innit? Can you explain to me what you think? She goes, I don't know if it was real or it's a dream. She's in her room, sleeping, but then she has a dream. She wakes up. As she wakes up, Socho tusi socho in your room, it's early morning or whatever. She wakes up in her dream, and on her bed, on the side of her bed, who does she see there? But 2 young children dressed in full Khalsa Bana. Yeah? One about 9 years old, one about 6 years old. And she's looking at them, and their faces are glowing. They look so chardi kala, proper pyar wale. And she's just wondering like what they're doing in her room, and she doesn't know how to say to them, what are you doing in my room? It feels right that they're there. She's looking at them, and she has a feeling, andro, she's getting an idea ki ho ki raha is the Chote Sahibzade. Pratak appearing in front of her, but she doesn't know how to ask him if they're the Chote Sahibzade either. Unhu bolna nahi aa raha. Kabir ji says that when the arrow of Guru Sahib pierces us, then he goes, I can't speak. Kehna nahi aanda. Yeah. And she then thinks she says, oh, we're all one big family, innit? So she asks them, the only thing she goes, are you my younger brothers? ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਭਰਾ ਹੈਗੇ ਹੋ? ਇੰਜ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਉਹਨੇ. They said, ਭੈਣਾ, is that no? They said, ਹਜੇ ਨਹੀਂ. ਹਜੇ ਨਹੀਂ. And then they just said, then she just walked out of the room and that was it, end of story. She goes, she goes, what happened? तो मैं उन्हें समझाया, मैं क्या देखो, you know, firstly to get darshan, हम देखो, it's alright for someone like me to tell her कि तू शक्ला, you're ready for it, but वो मन्नी नहीं सीगी ने. But then फिर ओनु ओदी वारी आ गई सीगी us. You see, when you take Amrit, when you take this daat of Amrit, then you become part of Guru Kalidas Pasha's own family, you know? They tell you, the Panj Pyare sit there and they say what you're about to embark upon from now on. After you take an Amrit, na, Panj Baniya leke, Panj Singh leke, read the Bani, Kant hove, the whole time everybody must stare at that water. You understand? If you look at this room right now, here, we're staring at this fire. At that time in Amrit Sanchar, no one in that room is allowed to look anywhere but that bata. Even the Panj Pyare must have the Baniya Kant memorized, because how can they be reading a Gutka and then looking at the water at the same time? So all that Shakti, Kirpa Drishti, yeah? That Drishti, that eyes full of Kirpa, if everybody is looking at that water, and that water is now getting made from water into Amrit. And after they give you this Amrit Didat, when you drink it 5 times and say, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh, 5 times, and they sprinkle it into your hair 5 times, right here, Dasam Dwar. Then, after you drank it 5 times, put it in your eyes 5 times. That you see with Amrit now. That your way you look at the world changes. Look at the way the Maharaj is made. You drink it so it starts inside you, that Antar Khunta Amrit Parya. Inside us, there is a well of Amrit. Yeah? But the problem is, how do we get this Amrit out? Maharaj says, Shabde Kard Piye Panhari. With a Shabad, take the Amrit out and drink it. The whole thing is all about getting you to connect to Vaheguru. And then they say to you, they say, Hon to Bad, your birth is at Kesgarh Sahib, and your Jilla, your area is from Anandpur Sahib. And your father is now Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Your mother is now Mata Sahib Kaur Ji. There, your family is the Khalsa. Think back to that time when Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj is sitting after the Chamkaur Di Gadi has happened. After Saka of Sirhind has happened, Chote Sahibzade are Shaheed, Bade Sahibzade are Shaheed, and Guru Gobind Singh is sitting there, and in front of them, Mataji comes up and says, what happened to my Char Lal? Where are my 4 children? Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj says, there they are. She's the Khalsa sitting there. She goes, but what about my Char? And where are the Sahibzade? Maharaj says, Char muhe ta kya hua? Jeevat kai hajar. How many thousands more are living, Mataji? And I said to that Penji, I said to her, the Sahibzade have personally come to invite you to join their family. Shakla, just don't wait now. Maharaji Kirpa, it was only about a week later, there was Amrit Sanchar, a week or 2 weeks. And she went up there, and she was so boosted. Ever since then, she's been so boosted. Total, no more fear, just khushiyan. So these, our Guru, na, they haven't gone nowhere. You know, like we said the first day, that there's like a whale as thin as a butterfly wing. And that's how, that might be the veil between us and Vaheguru. But Guru is also only that far away. They're just on the other side of that door, of that little parda. And they're just there waiting for us. Ki aajo. Thode vaste bhi rasta khulla hai. Aajo. Tusi bhi aajo. And when we think about ourselves, when we think about that chance that we have, sometimes we start thinking, doubting if these people even exist really still, whether Guruji has passed and gone. Maaf karna, some people do think that way. They go, well, in the Guru's times, so suniya aega, in the Guru's times. And the thing is, Guru Granth Sahib Ji is the only Guru who never left. Guru Nanak Dev Ji was asked, who's your Guru? And they said, Shabad Guru, Surt Tun Chela. They said, the Shabad is my Guru, and my Surti, my consciousness, is the Chela of that Shabad, of the beat of that Shabad. The Guru never left. Sirf sanu dekhda nahi, hai na? And these things, these little sakhiyan, ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਕਿ ਤੂੰ join ਕਰ ਲਾ. And she was there, ਹਜੇ ਨਹੀਂ, you're not my sister yet. Because by taking in that ceremony, people might say, well, it's a ceremony, ਉਹ ਹੋ ਕੀ ਰਿਹਾ ਉੱਥੇ? ਸੋਚ ਕੇ ਦੇਖੋ. Huh? We can't eat something until it's ready. When Bhai Nand Lal Ji first goes to Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, and he says, he was thinking, in it, I got to get this Guru, I got to achieve this Guru, and the only way you get your Guru is by giving yourself to the Guru. Guru has to accept you. Ajkal, we say, oh, he's my Guru. But in the old days, the Guru had to accept you. Ajkal bhi, it should be this way. Outside of the Amrit Sanchar, there should be 2 paredar. Paredar honde sige. To check if you were ready to join this panth. And here, she was thinking she's not worthy enough, and the Chote Sahibs are there. They wanted this sister. They wanted just one more sister, this one, to come into their panth. And they aaye sige. They came to ask her, ki tu banja, if you want to be our sister, then this is the path. I get asked questions by people, innit? Ipaji, I'm not sure if this whole thing is true or not. I can't see beyond this wall that is as thin as a butterfly wing. I was thinking to myself, main ki kawa inna nu? All I could think about is Guru. I said to him, Paji, why not forget about God for a second and just think about the Guru? Who knows what God's like, innit? Kenu dikhiya? Jawab Sahib Maharaj says, na raag hai, na rang hai, na roop hai, na rekh hai. He's got no color, he's got no sound to him, he's got no kind of form to him. He's totally nirankar. Dikhda nahi. Alak hai. Can't be seen. So, in that time, the only thing we can think about, what we know, is our Guru. And just think about that Guru that we've been blessed with. If I take your mind back to that time of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, they were in Anandpur Sahib. So imagine yourself now in Anandpur Sahib, and jive Han Santosh Kaur was doing seva in the Langar Hall. Imagine in those times that there's seva happening in Langar Hall, and Guru Maharaj's Diwan is being set up, and then from far away comes this Singh. It's not a Singh, he's like a tribal leader, and he's brought with him और लेके आया a banduk and some soldiers. You know, in the old days they used to make big banduks. They weren't like mass produced, they used to produce them. And this guy had brought a banduk, and he'd brought with him his army, and he was a bit ahankari, as many people are. You know, like they, after the battle, they go, oh, you know, I should have been there, I would have sorted it out. So Aya Maharaj Kol, he says, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, if on that battle, if you'd had me with you, you wouldn't have had so many losses. Guru Gobind says, Acha. He said, this is the gun, show me your gun. He says, can you give me one person I can aim this gun at to see how good it is? Nishani. Huh? And The bichara Pathan, he thought to himself, you're going to fire the gun at one of my people. Huh? Or dar gaya. Now these guys, in the old days, they used to measure your strength by how many people you could get to die for you. Huh? So now Maharaj has asked him to pick one banda who's going to die for him on his word. And he looks around his people and he says, Manu Patani. He says, anybody want to go? Volunteer. You can imagine, innit? If we were sitting that day, innit? If there was a list of us sitting there with some banda at the front and then somebody said, yes, we'd like one of us to be shot. Who's putting their hand up first? But Sasani, socho thoda. This, look at it from the eyes of the Khalsa. At that time, Guru Gobind Singh Ji said to him, no one then. Can't find me one person. Maharaj says to the Singo, he says, Singo, put the alarm out there. Send the call out. I want someone today for this gun. And the shout goes out that Guru Gobind Singh Ji is looking to test this new banduk of theirs. And they're looking for volunteers to fire it upon. And there, from the langar, the call is heard by two sevadars who we think, Singhs were always big and strong. But Maharaj was looking for the dil. And these two, father and son, are sitting there washing up Pandey. And they say, they hear the call and they go running together. They go running towards the Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. When they get there, on the way, because when you're racing, sometimes you can do cheating. So the father, he's pushing his kid back. And the son, he's pulling his father back. They finally get to Guru Maharaj. And they say, Maharaj, asi aaye, you need nishani. Maharaj, I only need one. So then the son says to the father, Pitaji, I don't know anything. Main to hanne hale chota hi haan. Let me be shaheed. And this way, you who know more can do more for the panth. There the father says to the son, Le. He says, Main to budda ho gaya hun. I can't do anything, I'm old. I'll go. You can at least learn something for the panth and move forward. The poor Pathan, innit? Oh, bechara hun dekh raha hai. Before he couldn't get one out of his hatte katte, tagde hoye, he goes, I feed them dud, majda dud peende ne, yeah? They're big and strong boys. He couldn't get one. Here Guru Gobind Singh Ji has now got these starved people, hai. They've just gone through the battles. They've gone through starvation. Sukde je hege, no skin on them hardly. And yet here they are, fighting to be at the front. Ki mainu pehla goi lage. The Khalsa is that ajeeb ja insan that says to Guru Gobind Singh Ji, je main marna hai na, tusi maar do. What were we singing last night? Ab hum chali Thakur pe haar. Hare ko ab hum chali Thakur pe haar. And he says, jab hum saran Prabhu ki aayi, Raak Prabhu Pave Mar. Say, kill me, but keep me. And this sister, and all the examples, if I look in our history, there's so many examples. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, when they're facing off, they're sending their two sons off to battle. Do putar, unhone aap bheje. If you know the kahani behind this, you might have heard this from Baljit Singh's katha. There's a kahani. Two children, they sent. Two children with Mata Gujri Ji. Same time, December 26th onwards. In that same bit of period, Guru Gobind Singh Ji's family is leaving Chamkaur di Gadi. They're being separated. Parivar da vichoda ho gaya. On the one side Guru Gobind Singh Ji, on the other side Mata Gujri Ji. There was a time in Anandpur Sahib when Guru Gobind Singh Ji had just moved there from Paonta Sahib. And Maharaj was a child still, and Mata Gujri ji had got some bangles made. And they got 2 kade for themselves of gold and 2 kade of gold for Guru Gobind Rai, as Gobind Lal at that time. Maharaj went down to the river, they were playing. When they came back, they only had 1 kada on. And like a mother always checks her children, innit? Wapas aage, do a quick check. Kuch reh gaya, fatte kapde, change kain load hegi, and she notices only 1 kanga. She says, Potaji, Lalaji, that was their nickname, Lalaji. They say, where's your other kada? They go, oh, Goachta. It got lost down the riverside. So now Mataji goes, oh, let's all go down there and find it. Huh? They all go down to the riverside. Mama Kirpal Chand, we heard about him yesterday. They all go down together, and Guru Gobind Rai, as a young child, is sitting there, and they're watching all the Sikhs go around and look for this kada. No one's asked them properly where it is. Then Mataji comes up to them. She goes, let's ask him again, see if he remembers exactly where he lost it. And they say, Lalaji, where is the kada? Tonu yaad hai? Do you remember? Maharaj says, Hanji. He takes off his other kada and they throw it into the river. And they go, it was over there. Huh? Mataji. Now, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji had told Mataji, hai na? They said this putta, because you know Maharaj, 22 years on Bhakti underground, yeah? Guru Gobind Rai was born after a long time. And Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji had not been there at the birth. But they'd come back and they seen their son and they said to them, their wife, they said, don't ever scold him. Iti gal sunya karo. Listen to what he's trying to say to you. Don't just assume he's just talking like that. So Mataji, she said to him, but what's going on? Why did you do this? Because they know they wouldn't have done this without a reason. Gobind Rai, Gobind Lal, small child, says to Mataji, Mataji, now he says, we're up at this area here, Neeme Thate. Yeah? And then you were looking at the high place. They said there will be a time like this in the future where you will have 2 and I will have 2. Do tode kol, do mere kol. They said, and I will send my 2. I will send my 2 without a worry. Main de danga. But you are going to have a hard time separating from your 2. Tonu bhi torne painge. You'll have to send them on, the 2 of yours. I'll have a pair, you'll have a pair, but you find it hard to send on your pair. I'll send mine through. So socho, as a young child, Guru Maharaj knows what's going to be coming in their future. Their first son is born the day they win their first battle. They name him Ajit, that he can never be beaten. Onu koi jit nahi sakda. Their second son, Jagraj Singh, when he's born, Maharaj even says, I heard this Sakhi recently, Maharaj even says, when they see this child, they've got their elder son, second son is born, obviously he's beautiful. When Maharaj picks him up, you know, people give a seesan to their children. We know the assis that Mata Ganga ji, Bibi Pani ji gave to their son. Ki puta mata ki asis, nimak na misro tumko har har, sada pajo jagdish. But at this time, Guru Gobind Singh Ji says to their little child, they say, I want to see you fight in battle. I want to see you with a sword fighting in battle, and I want to see you on your chatti getting the getting the arrows of the enemy and receiving them on your chatti, not on your back. That you don't turn your back upon the enemy. When you are shaheed in that battlefield, then you eat those arrows on your chest. As a child, Maharaj said that to their baby born, newborn. And then years later, in Chamkaur di Gadi, when Guru Gobind Singh Ji is sitting there with their 40 Singhs, the two elder Sahibzade, the first one has gone off into battle. The first one has become shaheed. And then you heard the Sakhi that you've heard the Sakhi how the two became shaheed, but there's bits of history that get lost in the overall thing. But Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, when Baba Jagraj Singh was going off into battle, Maharaj gave them their own khanjar, their own kirpan, they dressed them ready. And they said, Put, I have one request from a father to a son. They said, now, when you go into that battlefield, there's no chance of survival. Samajhe ho na? 100,000 Mughal forces outside. Kachi is a kachi little fort, not even pakka. And outside, the enemy is waiting. And they say, now when you go outside, do me one favor. Imagine what request. Maharaj says, Jis vele you are fighting the enemy and you get hit, turn around towards me. Turn around, I'll be up at the top of the tower of the Burj, not the Burj but in the Gadi. Turn around and I want you to show me your chest. Show me that you received the blows on your chest and not in your back. Baba Jagraj Singh Ji, they saw their brother, they rode with them, they learned how to walk, talk, fight, ride horses, read Bani. They learned how to die from their own brother. And those same words of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, they came true at that time when Baba Jagraj Singh, in that battlefield, fighting bravely, young age, only 14 years old. And their last time, when they were pierced by the arrows, and it was their end, they turn around, they look up at their father, and they bare their chest. They rip that chola open to show their father that they did follow their father's bachan to the very end. And then from the top, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, who's been firing arrows at the enemy, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj then shows that appreciation to their son for living up to their own bachans. And they do a jakara. They want the Khalsa to celebrate the death of their son, not to mourn them as the world mourns, but to recognize ki ye sareer hai hi nahi. The same way we sing De Shiva, Bar Mohe hai, Shubh Karmante, Kabhu na Taru. Let me never refrain from doing the right thing. Na daru, arsyo jab jaye laro, निश्चय कर अपनी जीत करो. अर सिखो अपने ही मन को एह लालच हो गुण तो उचरो. जब आव की औद निधान बने अत हीरन में तब जूझ मरो. Jujar, his name was Jujar, and he died on that battlefield like a warrior. And Guru Gobind Singh Ji, seeing his son die, say, Jo kaj ke bulaye so nihar. Just to do the prasang of just one of the four sons of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. But if we look back at our Gurus, is it not apparent? Digdani sanu kaivari. You know what they say in English, isn't it? You can miss the wood for the trees. Ho ki raha. What is happening here? What is Sikhi all about? 250 years, Guru Sahibs. 10 Gurus came. In the history of mankind, this never happened. That 10 Gurus came one after the other and had the same message. In the history of mankind, there has not been such a thing. It hoya nahi kade. There was no one like Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. They said to a woman, Ki so kyo manda aakhi hai, jit jamme rajan, who stood up to Babar and said, you are Jabbar. A saint who was imprisoned. A saint who spoke for the truth but then set up an own city. No saints found a city. Kabir ji didn't. Farid ji didn't. People think out there in the West they're saying, oh, he's one of the saint tradition. None of the saints found a city. There was no one like Guru Angad Dev Ji who made a whole new script. There was no one like Guru Amar Das Ji who appointed Pracharaks, 52 of them women. There was no one like Guru Ram Das Ji Maharaj, an orphan child with nothing to their name, who then, years later, writes beautiful poetry in so many rags. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, who constructed a Granth like that. There is no Granth like Guru Granth Sahib Ji. There is no Granth divided by rag. There is no Granth which is got writings of other people inside it. And then sits on Tati Tavi, goes to that Shahidi, and what are they doing? They're following their mother's hukum. Keep on vich rehna. They're saying, Tera kiya meetha lage har naam padarth nanak mange. Tera kiya meetha lage har naam padarth nanak mange. But look at the history. Where Guru Ram Das Ji Maharaj is saying to Akal Purakh ki darshan har dekhan ke tai, kirpa kare ta satgur mele har har naam te ai. They're talking about, I want to see you, Vaheguru. And then they say these amazing words. They say, Tan man kaat, kaat sab arpi, which Agni aap jalai. They say, what would I give? Koi aan milave, mera pritam pyara, ho tis pe aap vichai. They're saying, I will sell myself to that person. Maharaj there, their father is saying, I would cut my body into pieces, I would burn myself in fire, and Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj is sitting on top of fire and being burnt. ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬਚਨ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੇ ਪੂਰੇ ਕੀਤੇ ਨੇ ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਗੁਰੂ ਨੇ ਆਪ ਪੂਰੇ ਕੀਤੇ ਨੇ. Nothing in this, ਇਹ ਕਰਕੇ ਦਿਖਾਈ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਕੌਤਕ. No one has come to give Sikhi to us and say to us, follow this way, but they didn't do it. ਚਲੋ ਅੱਗੇ ਚਲੋ, ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਤੋਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਚਲੋ. Guru Har Gobind Sahib Maharaj, 4 battles at a young age. Can you think of a child whose father has been tortured and killed, and at a young age picks up 2 swords, not just 1 but 2, who goes to battle against the Mughals? A Mughal kingdom at that time was so big, and their Maharaj in Amritsar sets up a throne, Akal Takht, sits on the throne. It's taller than the throne of Delhi, just by this much, to show कि साडा राज is Akal Purakh, is Akal Takht. से तोड़ा गया साडा नहीं जाऊगा. Guru Har Rai Sahib Maharaj, how they made an animal shelter, how they had a herb garden. They could look at the facets of the Gurus. Guru Har Rai Maharaj, who gives medicine to Dara Shikoh, the son of Shah Jahan, whose father had fought against their father, their grandfather, and yet when his son is in trouble and he says, no way they will help. Shah Jahan says, no way that Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji will help me. He will not help my son. I fought against his grandfather. But somebody said, Tusi dekh lo. Have a go. Maharaj is very diyalu. I was talking to a few Singhs. They were saying, I can't believe that Guru Sahib would take me back. मैं क्या तोड़ी की गाली है तुसी की है यो. Guru Maharaj would take shelter to Dara Shikoh, the son of their enemy, the son of the person who fought against their grandfather, Guru Har Rai Sahib Maharaj. The minute they came into the court and they say, we need this Bhuta, Guru Maharaj says, Jao, Sikho leke aao. Straight away. Daya Dekar, the home of compassion. Guru Har Krishan Ji Maharaj, as a young child, giving medicine to people of Delhi, contracting the same medicine, the disease that they had, and becoming shaheed. Appa shaheed nahi aakhde, but fir bhi wo shaheed hi sige. For the sake of Sikhi, they gave their life. For the sake of looking after other people, they gave their life. Then Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj, unhone de bare ki keh sakde? With what tongue can we speak about Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj? Look at their sloks, look at their life, then look at the end of their life. In front of them, their beloved Sikhs are made shaheed. Bhai Mati Das Ji, Bhai Sati Das Ji, Bhai Dayala Ji. Bhai Dayala Ji is the brother of Bhai Mani Singh Ji, who is then chopped into pieces. A parwar di khed sigi. Sikh families were shaheed. Bhai Mani Singh Ji's family lost 28 members. Wrong word, not lost. They gained 28 shaheeds in their family. Bhai Mani Singh Ji themselves, their children, their brother, their father, shaheeds upon shaheeds. Khair, after even going past Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj, just again, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. How yesterday we talked about those 4 lines, and those 4 lines that were taken away. But has it ever happened? Can we point to 10 such people in history that came like this? Set up cities, gave people shastras, gave women weapons? Can we talk about people that appointed such pracharaks that changed India's history? After 1469 to 1708, India was not the same. If you quote from 1469, you look back 250 years, nothing changed. It was all the same. People coming, exploiting, taking Indians. Then in 200 years, God Himself has come down and shown the world, this is the way. And then people nowadays, because they don't know, they don't know the history. They don't see the whole entirety of what's being created. That Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj is making a rag Jai Jaivanti. Where's Guru Maharaj learned rag music? They spent 22 years underground. Utthe koi siga kirtan teacher. Where's Guru Har Ram Das Ji Maharaj teaching, writing in so many rags? They were spend their life roasting peanuts. Have you met any roasting peanuts people that could write in so many rags? And poetry, dekho koi aane milave mera pritam pyara ho tis pe aap bichai. Such, let's read that shabad. Sikhi it's not been seen before. Appa dekhiye korke, see the whole thing, and in detail, has not happened before. So Sikha da kaam hai nahi. And look at it's enough to tell people about shaheeds. You just talk about Bhai Mani Singh Ji, Bhai Taru Singh Ji, Bhai Kanhaiya Ji. Sikha karke Sikh ban gaye ne. People have become Sikhs just because of the Sikhs. Baba Nand Singh Ji, Baba Hanam Singh Ji, Sant Atar Singh Ji. People used to meet Sant Janet Singh Ji and they would know what to do. They were like, they came there to argue with him. They left. There was people that used to meet. There was a Mahapurakh of the Nirmala Mat, Sikh Day, Sant Daler Singh Ji. People would go to meet them who were adamant against Sants. And when they got into their presence, they would just matha take. You'd ask them afterwards, "Tusi to mande nahi? Tusi kive matha take kehte pata hi nahi?" They couldn't work out what happened, but the Ruh inside realized कि रब आ गया जिसके अंतर बसे निरंकार तिसकी सीख तरह संसार ब्रह्म ज्ञानी आप निरंकार. And this is just the people that followed Guru Maharaj. Look at the Gurus themselves. But for the Sikh simple thing is Guru nu mano. Guru nu mano, and then insert some doubt. Anybody who talks to you, simple, insert some doubt about the world. The world is telling us maybe Rabbi is not true. Then this doubt has fallen into us, it's become like a disease inside us. Yeah? Maharaj says ki antarjami purakh bidate sarda man ki pure nanak das eh sukh mange moko kar santan ki ture. They say, Maharaj, make my faith complete. I'll finish off with a little, we'll go back to some Simran, I'll finish off with something. This faith in our Guru is what's going to sustain us. This faith in our Gurus, and that they must be right. Because what have they got to gain? If you were to look at somebody who's got something to gain, a doctor in England and in America, they've got doctors, they've got the wrong incentives in America. They want to keep you ill, innit? जिन्ना तुसी बीमार हो उन्ना इन्होंने पैसा मिलता है. But look at our gurus. If he's a doctor, Mera Bad Guru Gobinda, what incentive does he have? What's Guru Gobind Singh Ji got to gain from Sikhi? Again and again, they suffered the worst. I told you on the first day I was telling you, कि जिस वेले the Charlie Mukte left, Appa kiti si gal Charlie Mukte di. When Guru Gobind Singh Ji took the letter from the Charlie Mukte and they left from Anandpur Sahib, Guru Gobind Singh Ji turns around to the rest of Khalsa and they say, Sikho, Singho, tusi bhi chal jao. If you want to leave, leave now. And the Sikhs turn around to Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. Look at what they say. Conversation with a Sikh and a Guru when battle is faced them in the face. Death is facing them. And they say to Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, Maharaj, we're not going to go because there's nowhere for us but you. But we have one benti now. Huh? You offered us something, we have a benti in return. Maharaj says, Pucho. They say, Maharaj, give us the most difficult work. Sab to kathan seva sanu do. The thing that you wouldn't want to give to anybody else, sanu wo baksh do. And you know what Maharaj says in return? They say, theek hai, main man gaya. They say, फिर तुसी साडे नाल रहो. He says, then just stay with us. Maharaj is going to go through the worst themselves. कहंदे मेरे नाल रह लो. You see the worst to come. ओही सिगे in चमकौर दी गड़ी 5 by 5 going out, becoming shaheed. So to finish off, Baba Bidhi Chand was a Sikh of Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji. Bhai Bidhi Chand Ji. He was a bit of a dodgy character. Initially, I relate a lot to him. He was a thief, Appa bhi, when I was 14, tried a bit of shoplifting and that. Appa garib se gaye ki kariye chocolate. So Baba Bidhi Chand, he's a thief by profession, and a deceiver. He used to con people. He's a con man. Yeah, he cons him. Then Appa se bhi con man hai. And Baba Bidhi Chand, he brings back 3 things for Maharaj. 2 horses. One other thing. Maharaj says to him, Bidhi Chand, I'll give you 3 wishes. 3 बार तू मंगला जो कुछ मंगना है ना. साडे वर्गा होंदा कहंदा गड्डी, big house, big bank account. Baba Bidhi Chand is sitting there, they're thinking, 3 wishes, Bahut vadiya. You know what they say? They say, Maharaj, eh 3 baksh do, naam da rang, sadhuwa da sang, nischa apang. The love of the name, of your name, to always sing your praises. Sadhuwa da sang, the company, the comfort of the sadhus that worship you. And the 3rd thing, nischa on their faith. Apang means not to be broken. Unbroken faith in Guru Maharaj. ਇਹ ਸਾਡੀ ਵੀ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ. If we can have these 3 things, ਆਪਾਂ ਵੀ ਗੁਣਵੰਤੀ ਬਣ ਜਾਣਗੇ. We'll be that beautiful bride. If it आना होगा, है ना? When Bhai Nand Lal Ji was going to see Guru Gobind Singh Ji, he knew someone had to sell. You had to sell. Get the Guru had to accept you. Te ki hoya? He went to Anandpur Sahib, and Guru Gobind Singh Ji was in the resting room, and he goes, "How am I going to get Guru Maharaj to accept me?" So he had a little udaharan, he tried something. He goes, people sell potatoes and they sell fruit, है ना? कहते ले लो आलू ले लो केले ले लो जी. So he decided that he'd try and get Guru Maharaj to buy his soul. And he goes past Maharaj's kamra. He walks past. He goes, मेरा दिल ले लो जी, मेरा दिल ले लो जी, मेरा दिल ले लो जी. Maharaj is sitting inside. They're thinking, है कोई अपना दिल भी बेचता है? हैं? तो क्या होया? What happens then? Maharaj ignores it the first time. Must be some amli. हैं? सब कुछ पता सी, but they said, let's see. Then again, Pai Nandlal ji does his gedi and he comes back again, thinking maybe this time Maharaj open. They go, मेरा दिल ले लो जी, मेरा दिल ले लो जी. So Maharaj opens the door. They go, हाँ भाई, क्या हो रहा है? दिल बेच रहे हो? You're selling your heart? He goes, हाँ जी. He goes, Maharaj says, how much? He goes, कृपा कर दो जी. Just give me kirpa. Maharaj says, oh, inna महंगा? That expensive? Huh? You want that much for your heart? He looks down, na? Maharaj says, Kola, come closer. Maharaj looks at him and he goes, मैं नहीं रहना. I don't want it. बहुत मैला है. It's too dirty. I don't want it. Bhai Nandlal looks even further down, है ना? इन्ना दुख होता सिखां विच कि नहीं ले लो ले लो. Maharaj says, इन्हू साफ करके आओ फिर. Wash it, make it clean first. He goes, Maharaj, दसो किवें? How do I do it? Maharaj says, जा भांडे मांज. Go wash the dishes. जा सेवा कर. Go do some seva in the langar. Go wash your heart. Utte saaf ho ju. Huh? Sadhuan di seva. So he goes off, takes Sat Bachan ji, heavy heart, bikya nahi mera dil ne. Goes off, starts doing seva. Huh? Fir ki hoya? You know, Sikhs, they like to make fun of each other. Hai na? Makhol. They sing herds, innit? They sing herd that there was this Amli guy going around selling his heart. कोई ले लो मेरा दिल ले लो जी. तो देखो, हाँ जी नंदलाल जी कुछ बनया बिकिया ਤੁਹਾਡਾ दिल? Did you sell your heart then in the end? He goes, हाँ. Because it got sold. They got rare. Because हाँ जी. He goes, how did it happen? They say. Because well, I was going this way and Maharaj was coming the opposite way. And मैं Maharaj वाल इंज देखिया. I looked at Maharaj like this, and then Maharaj looked back at me like this. तो कहते मेरा दिल ले गए. तो बस विकिया. They took my heart, they stole my heart. हैं? ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ भी इंजे बनिए है ना? ਆਪਾਂ let's wash our heart. Let's ask for the right things. है ना? Let's get blessed. कि we can Kalgidhar Pasha will accept us as well. जिस दिन आप जाइए दिल बेचन ਲਈ हैं और कह दे आ जा फिर दे दे मैनू हैं and he will accept us है ना. आप जे करिए. The thing we should be asking for is कि Maharaj, let me be thirsty for that day until that day I get to give you my heart. And if we do that, बस ਇਹ ਲੋਕ ਸੁਖੀ ਹੈ पर लोक सुहेले नानक हर प्रभ आपे मिले आपे ही आऊगा आपे ही वाहिगुरु will come for us. कोई ऐसा था? Can anybody say promises to us? Huh? Can anybody promise that God will come for us ourselves? Himself he will come. So Maharaj says मन बेचे सतगुर के पास तिस सेवक के कारज रास. If a servant of the Guru sells himself to the Guru, then ਉਹਦਾ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਹੈ. ਨਾਮ ਦਾ ਰੰਗ ਸਾਧੂਆ ਦਾ ਸੰਗ ਨਿਸ਼ਚਾ ਆਪਾਂ. ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ we should try in it now. ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਗਾਈਏ ਨਾ. ਗੁਰੂ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਭਾਉਣਾ ਆ. want to make him happy with us. ਕਿ ਉਹ ਸਾਡਾ ਦਿਲ ਲੈ ਲਵੇ ਨਾ. So we got to call to him ourselves. Yeah. If we sing, He will hear the pukar. Amrit Vela is that time of Amrit. Evi Amrit Vela hai. Here the Amrit is being produced by Maharaj. Amrit is being created. This is the time of Amrit. So Maharaj says, Babiha Amrit Vele Bolya Ta Darsuni Pukar. So let's make that pukar to Maharaj.
Vaheguru